Good morning. It's a very bright Thursday morning. It's about 9:20, I guess. No, it's a bit earlier than that, 8:20. As you see, I haven't shaved. Oh dear. You've seen the worst in me. I'm down on the allotment. I won't be doing much this morning because although, look, there's a touch of little sky over there. It's going to be a very wet morning according to the weather. The clouds are coming in from the southwest today. Although it doesn't look as though, it is moving slowly. And there's very heavy rain over central England heading this way. So the chances are it's going to be rained out, but I'm not going to be dismayed. First of all, the pond is looking, beautiful in this half light. Look at that. Look at the reflection on there. Isn't it lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm really pleased with how the pond's looking. Now, what have I done so far? Well, somebody gave me some more. Never before has a boy asked for more. Some more rhubarb. So I've got 1, 2, 3 there, including the original one, which I knew has taken because you can see the little sprout there. Although the leaf is dying off now because it's probably the end of the season. So we know that that one's okay. So this is from like the same family. Same person gave them to me, Terry. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We'll walk this way. All the way down here. Yes, I know the field beans need a weed. That will happen. And I've got 3 more of these rhubarb things. I don't know if they'll take or not, but I put them at this end. 1, 2, 3, and the reason I put them down here is that if people walk past I can say, do you want some rhubarb? So there you go. So what have I done? Well, I made the steps and grass seed them. There we go. These are the steps down to my little pond. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put herbs up both sides with these stones. I'm going to make little surrounds around the herbs to make it all look pretty. Just a little thing just to keep it going. I mean, I'm not going to touch the leaves anymore, and I haven't done that bottom bit in case there are froggies nesting. I mean, I put a little frog shelter there with lots of leaves and bits of wood and stuff. I mean, they're cold-blooded anyway, so just like my eggs. No, that's not fair. So what else have I done? Well, I dug out this. This is now, all of this is now complete. So all of this bank has all been dug out, all of this bank has been dug out, and you can see how deep it came out from that cutting there. Look, you can see how deep that was. So I've cut it all down. Next year I might actually take up some of this soil here. Next year in spring I might take up some of this soil here, but I'll leave it for now just in case there's things again nesting in the leaves and stuff around the bottom. I don't want to touch anything. I want to be good to the wildlife now, and again there's plenty of places for the leaves to actually take up there. The water level is up and down at the moment with the overnight rain. We had a little bit last night. It put it up about 2 or 3 inches. So no, excuse me, I've got a runny nose now. Right, I've got to move all of this earth later on. I'm running out of places to put it, but it will have its uses next year. The only other digging I've got to do now is this mound here. So it will be brought in level where that dirt is there, level in, and it will come into a gentle slope down here. All this will be gone. And then under here are more bulbs. There are bulbs in an arc around there. All this will be grassed off. As you see, I'll put the grass down. And then here will be another, just here will be another wildflower bed. Do you know, I'm thinking of actually putting in my own pond somewhere around here as well. What a permanent one with liners and everything. Just so, you know, I can keep the wildlife going, because I don't know how badly this one dries up in the summer. It was definitely dried up last year. I mean, lots of ponds dried up last year, but I don't know if this one's going to dry up. So we'll see. Now, I've got a promise of some herbs coming from my friend who's got a plot. He's got a few cuttings that he's growing. I'll be grabbing those, some sage, some mint and some rosemary, and obviously the others I'll acquire across the course of time. Everything else on the plot is looking good. As you see, the strawberries have all taken. Look how much they've perked up. The ones on the bank here have got fruit growing. It's all Toby, you stupid things. Look, they're still flowering. Oh my goodness, guys. Give it up. Look, little fruits forming. Little fruits forming. Bless their little cotton socks. You know, don't worry about this year, guys. Just get your roots in. Be strong. Give me stuff next year. All right. Right. What else have I got to report? Nothing else. Nothing else is going to go into the ground this year, except there's always exceptions to the rules. I've got the peas germinating at home. I've got the broad bean fillings germinating at home, and that's when I'll weed it all. These are doing all right. Broad beans either side of the peas. They're doing all right. Kale's looking good. Spinach is looking good. I'll start taking leaves off there now for salads and things. God, look at that green. It doesn't like the green, does it? Oh my goodness. The cauliflowers have taken. You can just see them growing here. They all look strong. I'll be taking, these are the beetroots. I'll be taking leaves off here as well to mix with a salad. The turnips seem to be doing a lot better than I thought they would. They were tiny when I put them in, but a few of them are taken. That's good. Now the only thing I've got left to put in is I might put in some spring onions here. I've got a pack of spring onions, but I'm going to start them off at home, and I'm going to try something I've never tried before. I'm going to try the guttering method, and we'll look at that later on, because I'll do it with you at home. And in here, of course, you can just see, just there, some of the shallots have taken as well. Yeah, there's a row of shallots growing, or two. There's another one there. So the shallots have taken as well. It's looking really good. Now I've got little pots to go over these, so at some point when I put in, I weed, I'll put in the shallots, and it will stop this thing happening. This won't harm the netting because of the way it's made, but I still don't want it to happen. So I'll get the pots over there just to protect it. So that's it from me down here. I'm going to go and home and do the, I've got some sowing to do. I've got some primroses to sow. They're an autumn sow, but you have to protect them over winter. So I'll take them inside when it's, I'm shaking again from the cold. That's my, sorry, it's one of my issues. What was I saying? Oh, all the grass is growing as well. Have you seen all the grass? Let me show you the grass. Let me show you the grass. All the grass seed I've put down. So you can actually see the grass on this bank looking absolutely tremendous. Look at it. It's really taking well. So I'm really pleased with that. That'll be all grassed over by spring. Look at that. That looks lovely. And of course there's a bit more down the bank here that you can't actually quite see. But that will firm up the bank and stop it slipping into the water. The next bit of grass was this edge here. As you see, I put the grass down there again to stop the silt slipping over in the rain. That will tie it in nicely. That will leave the top 3 for wildflowers, and then the spring bulbs, which should be delivered soon. I've asked about them, they should be delivered soon. I put grass seed down here, not taken yet. That was only yesterday. Put grass seed down here, not taken yet. That was just a week ago. But this has taken as well, look at that. So that's all growing up now. And again, that will tie in that silty soil to stop it slipping in. Still to come, the irises out the back of the house, and the bush outside the back of the bungalow. That's still to come. Other than that, everything else is looking really good. I'm really pleased with the way the allotment's looking and going. And I'm very grateful to the people on the plot on this site who have given me so much support. I mean, without them, I wouldn't have things like the shed, I wouldn't have the kale, the spinach, the leeks at the end, the beetroot. I wouldn't have all of the plants on the that I've been given around the bank. I wouldn't have the strawberries. You know, there's so much people have given me, and not only that, but the encouragement, the support, and the tools as well. You know, I've borrowed wheelbarrows, I've borrowed rakes. So much stuff people have lent me, and willingly. So I'm really pleased, and I'm really grateful to the people around me. Number 1 tip, if you ever take an allotment, get to know people, get to know your neighbours. It's amazing what people will give you. If nothing else, they'll give you support. Here we go. Hello, it's me again. Here we are, my little porch of my little bungalow. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Anyway, this is what we're going to do. So here I have my kuya, I think the Americans pronounce it. This is my kuya. As you see, I've put it in there, added water, and this is what happens to it. Oh, beautiful. This is over here some dry old compost. This was in a tray, a planter, a long thin one, on next door's bungalow. But when the binman came the other day, there were 3 of these planters stacked on top of each other, end of season, next to the bin, and I think they must have knocked it over because there was a big pile of dried compost next to them. So I'll grab some of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with this to give the soil a bit more free draining. Now, I picked these up yesterday. These are recycled plastic planters, and they're only £1.29 each, which I think is an absolute bargain considering it's recycled plastic. So I won't buy plastic unless it's recycled, or there's no alternative, if you know what I mean. I will buy recycled plastic items, and the reason for that is although they won't disintegrate and stuff, and they'll live for hundreds of years and things, and then only disappear into microplastics. The fact is, if we promote the buy-in of recycled plastic, then more plastic will be recycled to meet the demand, if you see what I'm saying. So I want to encourage manufacturers to make recycled things so that people will be more inclined to recycle the plastics they're using. Companies will find it more profitable to recycle plastics, and you get the idea. Right, so what I'm going to do is I have got 2 things to sow today. The first of them is, both of these are from Just Seed. I do love Just Seed as a company. I'll put the links below. The first of them is the Primula. Because I want to do little primrose seeds for the pond area. Natural primrose is a lovely traditional British flower. as featured in Girl on Fire, the Hunger Games in the last episode. Obviously, Katniss's sister was called Primrose. The other one I want to mention is the spring onions, and I'm going to do these in this contraption. It's a piece of cut drain pipe. Going to fill it with compost, sprinkle the spring onions along. Now the idea is that when you come along to actually plant them, you tip up the drain pipe or guttering, should I say, and then gently ease out the compost with the seeds growing in there, the little fledgling spring onions, and they come out in one big long strip. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to get on and plant these, and I'll speak to you soon. No in a container. Friday morning, 8:30 in the morning. Here's the pond. I'm not showing you me this morning. I still haven't shaved, and I look as rough as anything this morning. But yeah, the pond is looking brimming. Lovely. It's not as deep as it has been. The little cage is still above water. That has been totally underwater when we had a heavy rain. I didn't do much yesterday. I got rid of the big pile of earth here, so that's all gone. So what did I do yesterday? Well, I cleared out my little area outside the bungalow, and I got out these irises and I've planted those. So there's some around the corner, some here, a couple there, and I've just scattered them around. Hopefully some of them will take on the banks here, and then there's some more over here as well, so hopefully some of it will take. Excuse the road noise. Yeah, so these ones, these little offshoots here belong to these ones, but they're spreading up the bank, so this whole bank may actually get covered in these rushes, which isn't these irises or whatever they are, which isn't bad. I wonder how my froggy's doing under there. I'm not going to look, I won't disturb him. Now, I'm not doing anything today. The weather forecast is miserable for this morning. More showers on their way, and I've got to go out for an interview with my benefits office to discuss my health and things. Tomorrow and Sunday I shall be about, but Monday and Tuesday I won't be. I've got a first aid course to go, renew my first aid certification. So we'll see what we get up to over the weekend. But yeah, there's not a lot left to actually do apart from maintenance, really. As I say, one more little bit of digging, that'll probably take a few days. But then again, are we going to get a few days of good weather to keep doing it in? We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, I've ordered some pickling vinegar. So those can be pickled. I'll leave the leeks in until I need them. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think everything else is hunky-dory. Right, I'll see you all soon. Bye.